ng buhaya.
Sa mga skola
Diyan
ng
mo pala
Pinas.
ginastos pera
Atas ng
namin.
flood control. Sarap.
Kaano-ano mo si Claudine?
Yan na po ba yung sa kaba ng bayan?
Hi, I'm Camille.
Ha? Claudine?
Parang I'm waking up all the time palpitating. Reputasyon ko to na inalagaan ko for 15 years.
So who is Camille Co? Do you know Claudine Co? Our guest for today is an influencer known for her YouTube vlogs. She comes from a family with a background in politics and business,
Which,
with her father and uncle involved in construction companies that have secured
wala
government
akong
contracts.
background in politics.
Ah, sino naglagay nito?
Yan nga yung chismis sa akin.
Is this some sort of a joke? Kidding. Ikaw naman? Ito, totoo na to, ha?
Walk out. No, joke lang.
So, what's in a name? As Shakespeare once said, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. But tell that to blogger and influencer Camille Co, who woke up one fine day being bashed by fellow Filipinos who mistook her for someone else who doesn't even share her first name. She's certainly not. Here she is to clear the air once more, vlogger, influencer, and fashionista Camille Co. Camille, welcome to PeopleAsia.
Thank you for having me.
Once and for all, who is Camille Co?
I am a mom, a wife, a content creator, an entrepreneur, and not at all related to the
Yes.
flood control cost. My parents are actually entrepreneurs, so they've been doing the same business since I was since before I was born. They are in the fishing industry.
Okay.
And so no relations at all to politics. They're purely businessmen and
People,
women.
yeah.
Yeah, business people.
Do you know Claudine Co? Have you met her?
No, I've never met her. I don't know if I've seen her in events because I don't know her.
Yeah.
So
Do you know of her?
now I know of her because
Okay.
of this, but before no also.
Yeah. Could you bring us back to that day when you suddenly found yourself being called all sorts of names by strangers on your social media accounts?
I just came from a family vacation with my kids, with my family, but I remember coming back and I think there was a follower who messaged me and said, "Oh, parang people are accusing you of something on TikTok, on X, on Facebook." So then I checked my TikTok and it was just a normal unboxing. I was like, why is this getting an abnormal amount of traction? I checked the comments. Ang dami na either accusing me to be Claudine Co or that I'm related to them or asking me if I'm related to them. So initially I thought it was just okay, simple. I'll just reply to people on the comments and that's it.
So when did you start to, feel that this is becoming out of hand?
When it just didn't stop. Like despite me posting about it and despite the unwanted attention that was given to me, I feel like the news outlets meant well. They just wanted to clarify. And even though it's clear, the headlines are clear that Camille Co clarifies she's not related to them. But if you look at the comments, they're still either talking to me as if I am one of the people involved, or they're like, oh, tapos ngayon, tinatakwil mo na sila, di mo na sila pamilya. Parang like,
So in spite of the news items,
yes, and then
Tuloy
it
pa
just
din, ah.
kept getting worse kasi I got like emails or like messages, like threatening messages even that would
did you
say
get
na,
the threats?
yes, like they would say na mamatay ka na
Oh my
because I have
God.
2 young daughters and they're like, sana R-word kayong tatlo, like you and your daughters. So that's when it started to sink in na, okay, wait, I think it's no longer funny. Slowly na-realize ko na parang I'm waking up all the time palpitating. Like, why do I feel so anxious? I didn't do anything wrong, but I always wake up with so much anxiety and stress. And that's when I realized na, oh my gosh, ang bigat na pala niya sa akin, that it's
Yeah.
affecting me so
Because
much.
you were absorbing it.
Yes.
What about your husband, your family, your children, your parents?
Of course, my children are
They're
not...
small, oh.
Oo.
Pero yung parents mo.
My parents are such private people. They're not in this world. So kahit sila, they were just joking. Like that Sunday when I went home to my parents, my dad was like, "Oh, Claudine, kamusta ka na?" I'm like, "Oh, Christopher." I said, "Balita ko, may private chat ako, nasan na?"
So how did you put a stop into it? Like, did you contemplate in seeking legal action?
So first of all, I think I came up with a better statement. And then I also did a TikTok kasi I was thinking na parang maybe I have to speak their language. Maybe I have to do a TikTok that will probably, they'll understand, like in a joking way, pero magigets nila. And yes, true enough, it went viral.
Hi, I'm Camille. Claudine? No, Camille. O nga, Claudine. O tapos, Co ka rin, di ba? Yes, but I'm not related to them. Di ko sila kilala, di ko sila kamag-anak. Sus, imposible. Co ka rin eh. DNA, family tree, birth certificate. Santos ka rin, di ba? Kamag-anak mo si Judy Ann Santos, Vilma Santos, Jose Abad Santos.
There's also one side of the internet saying that you're enjoying this. You're enjoying the clout. You're milking it. And to me, I wanted them to understand that, I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy having to be on the news, having to gain this unwanted attention.
Nag-simmer na ba? Meron pa rin bang nang babash sa'yo?
Meron pa rin, pero not as much as before.
So apart from sharing a last name with Claudine Co, why do you think people mistook you for?
It's so understandable, the rage, the anger that's behind this, because kahit ako, I'm a Filipino citizen, I pay my taxes, I am also angry, and I feel that there was a lot of misplaced anger. They just wanted someone to blame, and also because the people that were in question, they all deactivated and they all disappeared online. So when they search ko, I'm the first one that'll appear. Sobrang daming ko sa Pilipinas. Sobrang dami namin.
Yung family mo, especially your husband, this is so new to him.
Yeah.
I believe he's a very private person who is also into construction, di ba? Then did you have to
Let
clarify
me just
pa?
clarify,
Okay.
camera. He's not a contractor. He actually does walls and floors. So he does mga specialty coatings, mga plaster finishes. So very far away from any government projects or any flood control projects.
Camille, are you still nursing any psychological trauma as of now, or are you over it?
I think I'm more concerned about the corruption that's happening in the Philippines. I mean, I'm just a small speck in I'm a non-issue compared to the bigger issue that we're all facing as a whole country. I always tell my husband nga now, whenever I go to bed, I always tell him that, how do I stay hopeful? This is something that I find so hard to do these days. You can't help but feel helpless. The more and more I listen to the investigations, the hearings, and the more and more information comes out, the more that you feel helpless, because corruption in our country is so deeply rooted.
So on a personal note, can you tell us more about yourself, your family background? Where did you attend school?
My primary school was St. Jude Catholic School.
St.
And
Jude?
then, yes,
Mahirap
right
daw
beside
doon.
Malacanang. Yes, oo. And I was an honor roll student from the start till I graduated. So I'm very studious. And then I went to Ateneo de Manila.
What did you take up?
Business management. Yeah. Very Chinese talaga.
When did you start becoming more active as an influencer?
So I really was going for fashion design, and I did a small online store called Coexist before. I decided to wear my own clothes and I would post it online. And so I would always say that I'm an accidental influencer because it was just a means to an end for me in the beginning. But I truly enjoy it because I've always been into fashion. So I did it for almost 10 years then. Content creation became a bigger platform for me.
Hey Cam Fam, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are doing a much requested luxury haul.
And also, it just took over more. I became busier and I couldn't juggle both anymore. So I say that I'm a retired fashion designer.
Okay. Do you have businesses on the side?
Yes, I do a skincare line called Skin. I do it with my Singaporean partners. And we also, the peony surfaces with my husband. That's really more of him.
Camille, you and your husband met on the plane. Ikwento mo naman yung love story ninyo.
Yes. So I come from a really traditional, strict parents. I had a curfew until I was more than 30 years old, until I was married.
No boyfriend until you're 30?
Have a boyfriend, pero no sleepovers, no travels, no nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we met on the plane. We met on the way to Bacolod. I was going there for work for an event. I was one of the brand ambassadors for this company, and my husband Joni was going there as an expat living here in the Philippines. So he's been here for around a year and a half now when we met. And he claims that he saw me na raw at the airport. Sabi na raw, oh, cutie. And then he already clocked it. And then he saw me on the plane. And then
Pinroject ka.
Oo, pinroject na niya. And then he started talking to me on the plane. And sabi niya, I wasn't exactly the friendliest. Because of course, I was raised by my mom, who was very strict na talagang makitaan nga lang ako ng bra strap. My mom is like, who are you flirting with? Why are you showing people your bra? Ganon. So he asked for my number in a casual way, very smooth. But I turned it down now. And then he tried to ask again when it was really his last chance na, more straightforward na, can I have your number? And then sabi niya, it was so obvious that I gave him my spare phone number.
And you did?
Yeah, it was a spare phone number. It wasn't my real phone number. And so it took us mga a month before we actually went out. And when we went out, like the first date pa lang, I already told him that I have very, very strict parents. So it's not gonna be easy for you. My parents will give you a hard time. And he was okay with it.
Good morning, camera.
Sienna requested for her makeup also to be done.
And you now have 2 kids?
Sienna and Bella.
Bella, both girls. How are they,
Both
Camille?
very cute, very sweet. They're really, really,
Oh.
well, to the dismay of my husband, we're very girly.
Very girly.
Very girly, yeah.
You think that they're gonna be kikay like you?
Oo, Sienna pa lang now. So, kikay na. Like,
How old is she?
she's 4.
4. And then Bella.
Bella just turned 10 months.
Are you aiming for a boy?
No, we're 2 and done. My husband always says that he doesn't gamble. So we don't do corruption and we don't gamble.
Okay, that's clear.
A life lived with integrity. Thank you so much. Joke. Hello.
Going back to your profession as an influencer, how did you become one of the most followed influencer in the Philippines?
I think I entered the industry at the right time because when I entered
When was this?
2010, 2010 maybe, I entered the industry nung wala pang term of an influencer. Like people really didn't know when we did this, we didn't know we could earn from it. I didn't know it was going to be a career. I didn't enter this thinking this was what I was going to do.
Because it was your passion.
Exactly, yeah.
And you started as a blogger, not a vlogger, right?
Yes, yeah, a blogger. And those were, I always call that the glory days. It was more quiet. At the same time, I really cannot discredit that. Luck played a huge part. Luck and timing.
Yeah, timing. You were at the right place at the right time.
Kaya I have also so much respect and admiration to, of course, the newer crop of talent because it's so much harder now to stand out as compared to before.
So briefly, Camille, how do you describe your fashion sense?
I always tried my best to look put together. So whether it's street style or something more classic or something more fun, it's always supposed to look put together. Like it's something that my mother instilled in me ever since I was a kid. You'd never see me with my uniform tucked out. Lagi ang perfectly tucked in because my mother always gave importance to like the way that you present yourself. I don't like getting boxed into just one label because fashion is truly my passion. Again, I'm rhyming pa. Fashion is truly my passion. So I enjoy experimenting. I enjoy different styles. A lot of people say that my style daw is very madam. So, but I would like to say that it's a madam of all trades. But it doesn't have to be expensive.
Like what you're wearing now.
So this is actually a collaboration I did with Ava the brand. It's a design I did for the collection. So I'm wearing this drawstring pants na super duper comfortable. I envision myself wearing this to the airport. And then I have this top that's also like garter. It's all very easy, very forgiving, no matter what size or shape you have. I designed it with the woman on the go in mind, like me. So it has to be like easy pieces that you can easily dress up and dress down.
And very figure friendly.
Yes, correct. Breastfeeding friendly din.
Who do you look up to in the fashion world, both local and foreign?
Foreign, I love Giovanni Engelbert. So she was a fashion editor and now she's the creative director of Swarovski. I just always admired the way that she dressed up. She was never apologetic with the way that she dresses up and it's never boring, but still so tasteful. In terms of local designers, Vanya Romoff, I really love as well. I also wore a piece by Pati Yang. So a lot of really good designers locally. And I also do a lot of like custom looks with Bianca Garnier.
Okay. How do you define an influencer?
I tried to fight it for the longest time to use the word influencer to describe myself. But kasi marketing term naman yun talaga in the beginning.
How did you describe yourself before?
Content creator. Because that's what I do. I create content.
Is it a profession or is it something you do on the side? Na parang,
It is my
parang
profession.
gig?
Of course, it's my profession. And that's why when this entire issue came out, I took it so seriously now when I realized the gravity. Kasi it's my profession. It's my main source of income. It's what I used to pay my children's tuition fee, our house, our food. So it is a profession, yeah.
Seryoso yun. It was like a punch on the gut.
Oo, reputasyon ko to na inalagaan ko for 15 years. I mean,
How do you define a fashionable person?
fashionable person is someone who marches to their own drum. They don't just follow trends. They know how to make the trends work for them, not the other way around.
So as an influencer and public figure, Camille, what do you think are the duties and responsibilities of one?
I think it's to use your influence wisely. Please be more wary with the information that you put out there and the content that you put out there. Do your research.
Do you have any message to your followers, even to your bashers who bash you for a while? Now is your chance to make higante.
Yun mahigante. For the bashers, I think please try to learn comprehension. Try to use your time more wisely by making sure that, your efforts are not put to waste. Go after the right people. I mean, I won't stop you from being angry. We have all the right to be angry. Just make sure that you're directing it to the right people. And to my followers, thank you so much for never making me feel like I'm alone, for always because it was exhausting trying to correct everyone. So thank you for correcting people in my place. You didn't have to. I mean, there was nothing at stake for you. So thank you so much. So yeah, I hope that you stick with me as long as kaya ko pa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.